Hey guys, I'm going to review your PowerPoint for today. So let me just open it up and present. Today is, oh yeah, Lily's here. She thinks I'm so silly. Look at her. Assignment 5, classifying species. This is a new assignment that we'll be doing. Today is Monday, April 6, 2020. As you remember from last time you came to class, I reviewed this with you. So this is our schedule for this week as well as next week. You will have spring break, but we still have some assignments to do. I'm going to make these assignments optional, okay? But I recommend that you do it because for each assignment that you complete, it will replace one of your lowest grades, okay? So I'm going to give you 3 chances to do that. Monday, we are working on task 1 and 2. Tuesday, task 3. Wednesday, task 4. Thursday, complete all unfinished classwork. Friday as well. And then Monday through Friday, those are going to be live quizzes games. Okay, so you have your do now essential question. The do now is already updated and I will review that with you later. Task 1 and 2, I'll review those with you, and your homework is due Friday. I think about 70% of you actually submitted your homework through quizzes. We've done this before, so I don't know why you're choosing not to complete it. So complete it. This is the do now already posted on Google Classroom. So it says, what are anthropogenic sounds and how are they harmful? You need to read this article that I posted, Noises from Human Activity May Threaten New England's Freshwater Lake. Okay, just open it up and you will be able to read it if you join class, and I can read it out loud to some of you. You need to use 2 complete sentences. I've made comments on your classwork before because some of you asked me why you received a low grade. I automatically take off 10 points if I only see 1 sentence in there. So that's why. This is a question, so I'm going to move my face. There you go. How can you use dichotomous keys to classify and identify organisms? Some of you may know what dichotomous keys are, and if you do not, don't worry because we're going to be able to answer this question by the end of this week. So this is assignment 5, task 1. It's in Google Forms, as well as task 2 is in Google Forms. It's a full-on assignment in there for you. You are going to read and write using complete sentences, okay? For task 1, you don't need to do so as much, but for task 2, you do need to write a little bit more. Read, analyze, write. Same thing for task 2, read, analyze, write. Okay, now I'm going to go into your tasks so you can see what I'm speaking of. Okay, so when you actually go to the assignments tab back here, once you click on it in your classwork, it'll pop up here. This will be your main screen. Well, you have to click next because then it'll show you all of task 1. You read this, analyze this because that's what the reading is about, this visual. And for number 1, it says, what categories would you divide them into? Divide them, meaning these fingerprints, into. Select the ones that would be most beneficial. Maybe number of lines, maybe direction. You can click as many that you think would work. And then the day after, tomorrow, I'll go over these with you. Answer is required for each of these, as well as this one. What subcategories would you put these into? So for example, if your main category was the size of the print, okay, so that's the main one. Well, if I wanted to put a subcategory under size of print, I can be more specific and put something such as 1-inch print or 2-inch prints, right? So I can label those and put my items into categories to make them more organized. You have to answer each and every one of these. The next one, oh, actually, do you have to answer? Yes, you do. So for the next one, you have to click next to take you to task 2. That is the last task for today. There are only 3 questions in task 2. There's a reading component, and then you have to answer using at least one complete sentence. Define dichotomous key, because that was our essential question today. Give examples of owls' observable traits. and give non-examples of an owl's observable traits. Okay. Observable traits are physical characteristics, things that we can actually see. An observable trait will not be DNA because we cannot go in there and analyze this owl's DNA just by looking at it. After that, here I'm just going to put something down. After that, you need to hit submit, and then it should submit it. Okay? Awesome. And that is all you need to do.